What is happening, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? It is your boy D-WIZZLE, and today we are talking about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I know there's been quite a few trailers that came out for this film. I haven't had a chance to talk about it, so we're going to be talking about it right now. Mainly, it's going to be focusing on the first look of Yoshi, that trailer, but I am going to talk about the previous trailers that came out to put all that stuff in there. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, if you guys follow my channel, I have talked about the original Super Mario Brothers movie. I thought the first movie was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Um, yeah, is it light on story? Is it very straightforward? Sure, but that first Super Mario Bros. Movie was exactly what it needed to be. It felt more like the actual video game. The characters felt like they were like how they were supposed to. The animation was really good. Yeah, just overall, it was just such a fun time. I wasn't expecting anything deep with it. I wasn't expecting a very complex story, and actually, I was surprised how good the story it was for how simple it is. But yeah, all the characters I enjoyed in the film: Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Toad, Donkey Kong, Bowser, like all those characters were really good. And the voice acting was very good as well. Chris Pratt, Jack Black, Keegan Michael Key, Seth Rogen. I've started to warm up to Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong too. At first, I was kind of mixed on it, but the more I watched it, the more I'm like, I actually enjoy him quite a bit as Donkey Kong. So, of course, we are waiting for a sequel. The first Super Mario Bros. Movie made $1 billion, so of course they're going to go on and make more sequels to it. And there's been a lot of speculation of what type of sequel were we going to get for Super Mario Brothers. A lot of people were speculating it would be like a Super Mario World movie, or I don't know any other ones. I played the Mario games, but I'm not like super I'm not super knowledgeable about the lore and everything in all the games. I haven't played all the games, but like I said, some people thought it would be Super Mario World would be the sequel or Super Mario Odyssey. Um, there was actually some word going around that it'll be a Super Mario Galaxy movie, and I thought it'd probably be a little too soon to do a Super Mario Galaxy movie for a second film, because that's them going off into space and a whole bunch of other characters that they were already established in previous games. So I don't know if they would jump the gun and do that. But lo and behold, I was wrong. The sequel to Super Mario Brothers is a Super Mario Galaxy movie, which I'm not complaining. Like I'm still be up for it. I'm wondering because from what I hear from a lot of Mario fans is like that's something that they should save for later down the line. So I'm wondering if the story is as big as people are saying it is, what are they going to do after that? How are they going to follow it up? But regardless, that's what we're getting, Super Mario Galaxy. And from the speculation, they've been saying that this is the movie that they were going to get Yoshi and Bowser Jr. And there's some people thinking that probably Wario would show up, which I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm open to seeing anything. Of course, I want to see Yoshi. I am interested in seeing Bowser Jr. and Rosalina and possibly Wario, but as long as it makes sense for the story that they're telling. And I'm not one of those people that are expecting it to follow beat for beat how the storylines are in the game. They obviously took some liberties with the first movie, but still kept the core essence of what Super Mario Brothers is. So lo and behold, we finally started to get marketing for Super Mario Galaxy, and most of the speculation was true. Bowser Jr. looks like he is going to be the main antagonist of Super Mario Galaxy. We're getting Rosalina, we're getting Yoshi. I don't know if there's any other characters that will show up in here. I mean, we see some shots of Birdo and stuff like that, so I'm surprised to see her in this. I'm very happy, but from what I'm seeing from all the trailers and especially this the Yoshi first look trailer, this looks really good. Really, really good. This looks like a lot of fun. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Um yeah, the animation once again is beautiful. They're exploring new worlds. Mario and Luigi are getting more time to work together as a team, establishing more characters. It looks like some of the main characters are going to be separate and doing their own separate adventures and stuff like that. So that's cool to see. This looks like there's going to be a lot more action in this movie. Um, yeah, I'm really jazzed for it. And like Bowser Jr. specifically, he looks really cool in this movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like when he took out that the paintbrush and then morphed his body into like this battle mode or whatever. Of course, you see from the games with all the neon and stuff like that. Like, dude, Bowser Jr. ain't playing around in this. Like, I think he'll be a really good successor to Bowser in the first movie. He looks so cool. I've heard some split opinions about his voice, and I think his voice fits perfectly. Coming off of Jack Black as Bowser, I think this voice makes sense for Bowser Jr. This version of Bowser Jr. A lot of people are expecting him to have like a younger voice, a more high pitched voice, and it didn't really bother me. I think I could take this Bowser Jr. more seriously with this type of voice and him actually being an imposing threat. I think it works for this version of Bowser Jr. and I think it still will keep the essence of what Bowser Jr. is supposed to be, you know. But I'm really excited to see him, Rosalina. We saw more of Rosalina in like the first teaser, because we actually saw a scene of her taking down the giant mech thing, which I thought was pretty cool. They did have the star in the first movie, so it does make sense that they're setting it up for Rosalina to be here. So that's cool. Like I said, Yoshi. Let's talk about Yoshi. Because they were being very hush hush about it. The only thing we got was that end credit scene in the first movie where we see Yoshi's egg in the sewer, and so looks like we're actually getting Yoshi in here, and Yoshi's adorable in this. What can I say? Like he looks so good. His voice is really good. He is huge, like he's supposed to be, because Mario rides Yoshi sometimes. So like, yeah, Yoshi looks great. Sounds great. I can't wait to see how he works off of the Mario Brothers and all the other characters. I think it's going to be a hoot. Toad looks great as usual. They are bringing back Jack Black as Bowser, still really small. I'm wondering how his part will play out with the whole Bowser Jr. stuff. So yeah, all this looks cool. It looks like they're putting a lot of stuff in this movie too. Like there seem to be a lot of like missions that they're having to go into. Like they're going to go into space. They're in the desert. They're in a dinosaur land, um, fire area. I think I remember seeing that, and then the whole stuff with Bowser Jr. and all this other stuff. It seems like they're going to put a lot in this movie, so I'm hoping that they're able to balance everything out pretty well. Because I'm assuming that this movie's not going to be super long either. The first movie was like an hour and a half. So I'm thinking this one's probably also going to be an hour and a half, maybe like an hour 40, but like I'm wondering if they'll be able to balance all the storylines going on because there seems to be a lot happening. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll still be a lot of fun. My tiny little gripes, little nitpicks, I would say. There's no sign of Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I don't think he's in this movie. Which I'm kind of let down about. Because I did like him in the first movie, but there were rumors going around that the reason why he's not in this one is because they're saving him for a possible Donkey Kong spinoff, which makes a lot of sense. I definitely think they should do a Donkey Kong Country movie or whatever type of Donkey Kong movie, especially because the new Donkey Kong game that came out with the Switch 2 was very popular. So I'm sure they want to capitalize on the excitement for that game as well. I didn't one win some awards too, or was it at least nominated? I think so. But anyway, I think that makes sense if they want to save Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong for a spin-off. I think that's fine. Although another thing that was kind of like bothered me a little bit was Daisy. Daisy is nowhere to be found in this. And you would think that, the second movie they would introduce Daisy, right? Because everyone loves Daisy. Um, so it's so strange that, they say nothing about Daisy in the first movie and there's no sign of her in any of the trailers so far. So are they really gonna go two movies in a row without having Daisy? Like it just doesn't it something doesn't add up with that, you know? Um so I'm hoping I'm hoping that they'll at least introduce her in this. Like at this point, I don't think she's gonna be part of the main story because I think you have the whole Rosalina stuff and the whole galaxy stuff. So I think Rosalina's gonna be front and center, but it's really strange that Daisy's not in here. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope they introduce her soon. And then as far as the whole rumors about Wario, we'll see about that too. A lot of people are speculating that Wario was piloting that robot mech thing that Rosalina was fighting in the first teaser, which that's an interesting theory. Though what I'm wondering is because they're not hiding Bowser Jr. They're not hiding Yoshi. They're not hiding Rosalina. Why would they hide Wario? You like at this point you might as well show Wario because you're showing everybody else, right? So I don't know. I mean, I'll be excited if that was Wario, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up too much if it isn't. So anyway, those are my thoughts on the marketing I've been seeing so far for Super Mario Galaxy. What did you guys think about it? Do you like what you're seeing so far? Do you guys think this will be better than the first film? Did you guys enjoy the first movie? Um, what Easter eggs are you seeing from all the trailers so far? Are you excited for Bowser Jr.? Are you excited for Yoshi? Are you excited for Rosalina? Do you guys want Donkey Kong and Daisy in this movie, or do you think it's a good idea for them to wait for another sequel that will eventually happen? Comment your thoughts down below and let me know.